Baby, come on, switch this shit up. Fuck the old shit.
You should pull up to the kickback, smoke one with me one time. Tell me about all the freaky secret items I know that you got on your mind. Just bring them to life, bet it up. Put that shit on the film and watch it back on rewind. Let me switch up the tempo. I wanna switch up the tempo. Can I switch up the tempo? Switch up the tempo. Can I switch up the tempo? Switch up the tempo.
I'm Dorii, and welcome to the kickback. Thank you everybody for pulling up. Season finale, you know, second season. Man, how you feeling, man?
What's going on, everybody? Make some noise. Make some noise. I'm feeling good here after last show. You know, season 2, ready to kick it off. We got a, crazy show today, so I'm ready.
You ready?
Wow, I'm ready, y'all.
Yo, man, I like the hoodie, man.
Oh, thank you. I like your shirt too.
Yo, man, I like the hoodie, yo. I like your hoodie, man.
That's fine. That's fine, though. That's fine.
Allie couldn't be here today, but she got a hoodie. Everybody got their hoodie. It's the last
Shout out
show.
to the whole team,
so
man.
I made sure
That's
everybody had their hoodie. Everybody bothered me since like second episode.
Yes.
Y'all on me. So I made sure everybody had their hoodie
location.
by the last show. And just shout out to everybody for pulling up. We're gonna start the show with the confession like always. And can my confession guests pull up to the stage, the stand, the cake. Alright, so shout out to my confession guest today, Trap Q in the building.
What's up?
So I know people probably like, what the hell you gotta get off your chest today? Because that's the name of this segment. So we just gonna start off like we do everybody. Let everybody know your name, where you from, and what's your confession.
What's up, y'all? My name is Trap Q. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. My confession is I'm afraid of heights. Anybody else afraid of heights? See, y'all know my opinion.
I see that.
I can't look over a building without, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do it.
I just saw a weird hand in the audience because this is weird too. Because you told me you kind of got over this.
Yeah,
so,
but I'm still kind of not over it.
Yeah, it's all right. So how did you kind of get over it? Explain that.
I went skydiving.
That's amazing. So that's why I said I saw a weird hand in the audience because my camera got raised his hand and I saw the video of him skydiving. So I'm not scared of heights, but skydiving is something I just want to do because I don't want to die right now. But
You come here in summer though? You trying to do that in summer?
listen, I don't understand. I'm not scared of heights, and y'all talking about y'all scared of heights and y'all jumped out of planes.
I mean, you got to get over that fear. You feel me?
Exactly. So how you still kind of scared of it? What are you not about?
Because I can get on a plane now. Because like before, like back in the days, I used to be on a plane like this for like 20 minutes until, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like I can't look over a building. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like I can stand on top of like a skyscraper, but I can't look over. Like that's.
So you haven't looked over a building yet?
Nah, I can't do it. Like I've done it before, but I just can't
Like 10 seconds, staring?
Not more than 2 seconds. I'm like, nah, it's done.
Alright, so this year just started. So you jumped out of a plane. I'm saying, like I feel like you could look over a building, right? Maybe?
I mean, you know what's crazy? When I was up there, I was like, nah, I don't want to do it anymore. But they pushed me out, so it was.
Yeah, you was forced to. Did you like it? Was it fun?
I mean, it was cool after, but
After
once I landed, I was good.
Would you do it again?
Hell no.
Alright, well, anybody have any questions?
Oh, I did have a question. How high can you get?
That sounds like a hard question.
How high is like, I'm so high.
It's like 30,000 feet up.
30,000 feet, like flight wise.
Yeah, but with skydiving, they take you like 13,000 feet up because you have like a little. I don't know what it is, but it's like something on your wrist unless you know how high you're going up. Yeah.
So he got high enough for you?
I'm just saying, like, is there certain like levels? It's like, whoa, I'm too high. Like, you know, they got the VSR things that you can look down.
Is this a high question? I'm asking. Partially.
I'm coming down.
So we're gonna enter with that partially. Instagram name.
What's up? When I'm looking at this camera?
That camera right there.
What's up? My name is Trav Q. That's TRAVQUE. For those that don't know me, I woke up to a weird situation. I asked, "Hey, who man is this?" I woke up to see a favorite celebrity. I said, "You're one of the most beautiful girls I've ever met." And I walk away from me, and now I'm putting lights on people. So we just finding new ways to do new things, man. And also screaming in public places for no reason to walk like nothing happened. But you know, it is what it is. So stay humble, stay working.
Is there anybody that didn't like reciprocate that well?
What you mean as far as not walk away from me?
Yeah.
I mean, Sammy Roman, she looked at me, she's like, "Don't you ever fucking walk away with your snatch." But she laughed at me, she knew what she was about to do. So it's like, you know, it's just a blessing that, you know, celebrities know who I am.
I saw the Eric Camino one. She looked like she didn't want no parts.
I mean, we chopped it up after, so you know what I'm saying. It was cool.
She figured
Stay
it
home,
out.
stay working type shit. Alright, well, is there anybody that you looking to get, like that you didn't get yet?
I'm not gonna say that because you never know who watching.
Right.
It's perfect answer.
Like when I called Keisha Cole, she made in the comments, I was like, "Oh, I thought I was about to be." I always told myself I'd be prepared for you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like celebrities out there who are looking out for that. So I'm not gonna say that, and then they're gonna be like, "There you go, right there." You know what I'm saying?
That's
So, I got some more celebrities to catch. Trust me.
Be on the lookout, alright?
Real quick, Trav, have you ever did anything with Queen's Flip? I haven't seen nothing
Yeah,
with
we
y'all
actually did a show together at Old Westbury, but we never did a skit together. That's the homies.
Or do you got something, maybe y'all get something going and working or something?
Yeah, that's the
Up and
homies. We
coming?
definitely get something going.
Facts, that would be crazy.
That's a fact.
You know, appreciate you pulling up, appreciate you for coming through and kicking back with us, and be on the lookout.
Anytime, can I let you know something?
What's up?
You're one of the most dopest hosts I've met in my life. Are you gonna say thank you?
I think I know what's coming though.
Just say thank you.
Say it.
Say it.
Now walk away from me.
Hold it down, better not fold. Gotta grind and do big things, better never sell your soul. Better show love to your homies, better ride out in your foes. Live by the street code, gotta live by the street code. Oh.
Sounds from the shootouts and sirens. Walk through the hood and it's black love. Live from the trenches with the homies, killers and dope fiends. I know that got me. Sounds from the shootouts and sirens. Walk through the hood and it's black love. Live from the trenches with my homies, killers and dope fiends. I know that got me.
Grew up in the jungle, we come from the gutter. I better take less of the slums and put that on my mother. She told me I better take care of my sisters and brothers. Gotta keep my circle close, keep my eyes open, gotta dunk on the covers. Niggas dying left and right.
Alright, so everybody, this is the Real Talk segment, and this segment is about police brutality. So you see, like, there's no police here, right? But there's no COs here either. So I invited COs and like police, but one of my cousins was like, "No, they're not gonna come. It's the code of blue or something like that." And a lot of people, like a lot of them, were asking me like, "Well, what kind of questions are gonna be asked?" One told me, like, supervisors.
Don't speak too soon.
Well, that wasn't planned at all. But anyway, so one police officer told me, she said, "Well, my supervisor's gonna try to like monitor what I say, and they want to know what's really going on and what's the question." So like, I just rather not. I'm not gonna be able to be myself and be honest. So there was just a lot of things going on when I was like looking people for this panel, and I kind of knew it was gonna work out like this. So it's all good because they were scared for like no reason. I was not planning to make this all negative because if we did, it's kind of like blatant because everything's pretty negative anyway, like from our point of view, so it was no point to even go there. So I wasn't going to do that for any of the officers and CEOs that were scared or nervous or concerned. Shout out to my DJ for being on the panel, and shout out to this reoccurring guest we have here because not only does she flexed my hair often. You were the first episode of last season.
Was the first episode?
Yeah, he's on the very first episode. So actually going to see the finale this season. That's lit. Thank you for coming. And basically, I'm going to start this off with defining brutality, and then, man, you can speak about your experience with cops and boys in blue, and then she'll do the same. And then I got some questions. And then we're gonna wrap this segment up because it wasn't gonna be about any cop bashing or anything like that because that's too regular. But anyway, the definition of brutality is savage, physical violence, great cruelty. Okay? With that being said, me, what do you think?
So, long story short, I'm actually a victim of police brutality in 2005. I was in a building by my mom. So, it was just, I just seen a whole bunch of guys running in the building. You know, they was light-skinned, male cops. So, as they coming in the building, me and my mom, I'm asking my mom for some change. So, when the first cop came into the building, but me, he didn't have no identification first. None of them, about 7 of them. The first ones who ran it in, no identification. So I'm asking my mom for some change, and as she's giving me the change, the guy comes in and he's like roughing up me and my mom's, like throwing us up in the lobby in the building, hitting us, you know, against the window, like doing wild crazy stuff. So I'm like, you know, what's going on? Because they didn't have no identification. So as they doing that, we tussling, we going back and forth. He starts hitting me over the head with a gun. He takes out his gun. Start hitting me over my head. My mom's wears a hair grenade. So when I seen him push my mom's hair grenade into the wall and it cracked in her ear,
You lost it. Yeah.
so now I'm going even more crazy behind it. So it came down to once I did see a cop with a badge or identification, you know, he was telling me like, hold on, relax, and we got back over to the precinct. It was like big chaos. My mom's had to go to the hospital. I was in the hospital, and so they had actually gave me 4 herniated discs because there was just cops all on me, putting their knee on my back. You know, so I went through a lawsuit from 2005 to 2010. I was fighting the city for it. So yeah, I've been through a lot with the cops. Like police brutality was crazy. It was all male cops that was on the force of how can you put it? They was on a drug force. So in order to be on that drug force, you had to have 10 years in. They just graduated maybe like 2 years ago. So he was like 25 on a 35-year-old, you know, force. So he wasn't sure what he was doing, you know, because he just came, you know, graduating to that. So it was just a big mix-up and crazy behind it.
Did you win the case?
Yeah, I did. 5 years later.
That's what's up.
But let me let y'all know, the money is not worth it because now I still go through it. You know what I mean? Like years later, I still go through the pain, the suffering. You know, so the money, $268,000, that's cool. But I'm still waking up with pain. I can't play with my kids the way they want to. You know, I can't move the way I want to because of it. So,
Yeah, I know. So
yeah, it's really not even about the money. So, at the end of the day.
Alright, that's crazy. So
That's crazy.
same thing. Your experience. My question is just your experience with cops.
Alright, so I've never had an incident where I was brutalized by the police, but I did work for law enforcement for 4.5 years, and I know how it goes.
What kind of
Juvenile detention.
Alright, cool.
And I think that he touched on it. A lot of the times you have these officers, these correction officers, that start this career so young and they don't know what it entails. Like they start this thinking, okay, I'm gonna get 401k, I'm gonna get health insurance, I'm gonna get all this stuff, you know, but they don't understand that these are people's lives that they're dealing with on a daily basis. And these are humans just like us. And the difference between people locked up and us is that we ain't get caught. That's the only thing. And that's what they don't realize. And they abuse their authority, of course. And I think sometimes for officers, it's like a stress reliever. Like I'm going through shit at home and, you know, I don't really know what's on the street, but I have the power, so I'm gonna abuse it. And I know that I'm not going to be held accountable for it, so it makes it even that much, you know, more of an incentive for me to get my, you know, my whatever off on these citizens and whatnot. But like I said, I've never been a victim of police brutality, but, you know, a lot of the boys that was in my facility have shared their stories with me, and it's heartbreaking.
Okay,
to a point where I was one of those people. I was the person who graduated college and was like, you know what, I need to set my life up. I need to get a job. I need to, get a job in the field that I went to school for. And I was just like, this is not for me. I'm living a lie every day. I can't see this on TV and affiliate myself with this. I just can't do it. So I walked away.
Wow. That's powerful.
Yeah. That's why you left the job. So I'll share like a story. So about as far as the cop incidents, and of course I have like personal ones too, but just like every other topic, I won't go there with my personal stuff. So, well, not too personal. I went to an interview before, right? And I went to this interview for Starbucks back in 2013. And this guy, he told me, he was like, oh, I forgot how I don't know, for some reason people would just get comfortable when they talk to me. And it happened in the interview too. And he was my manager, well, he was my manager interviewing me at the store. And he's like, yeah, I used to be a cop before. And I don't know how we was talking about jobs that we used to hate. I must have said something about my past job, and he like gravitated towards it. He's like, yeah, well, I had this job as a police officer. It was really crazy. Me and my partner, one time we picked up this homeless guy, because homeless people are not supposed to be in the street. Picked up this homeless guy, and the homeless guy had spit, and he said it didn't hit them because they had the thing in the back, the window thing in the back, and it didn't hit them, but they were just mad because he spit in there. So he said that they pulled over, took the homeless guy out, beat him up bad, and took him to the precinct and told them that they found him like that. So I was sitting in the interview looking at him like, why are you telling me this? Like, what? Like, what made you think? I'm looking at him like, and I was just like, wow. And I was just, that was just real crazy to me that he was even that comfortable. Like, people tell me the craziest things. So anyway, he was a white guy, the cop. I mean, the
Starbucks manager?
Starbucks manager, yeah. Back to you. So you think, is that the main thing, that they're younger?
I think that's a part of it, and it's kind of like the fear of the unknown. Like, you have these officers that patrol these communities that they're not from, so they don't know. And it's like, if you get an officer from Scarsdale and now he's patrolling the pink houses, he does not know. So he's going out there already afraid for his life. You understand? So I feel as if we have removed ourselves from quote unquote community policing, and now it's they just out there scared with weapons. That's what it is. Scared people with weapons.
So I'm like, do you think it's just people from Scarsdale? So you just tell me all Scarsdale cops?
No. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying like it's a multi-level issue. It's not.
And that's what I wanted to touch. All right, so that's what I wanted to touch on as far as that. Like, it's a my thing is like, I didn't want it to go off the race strip, at all, because it's like, it's blatant. There was a news article. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Smash stuff. Oh, here we go. Wallet, Skittle, cell phone, nothing in your hands but being black to get you shot 8 times from behind. So it's like, it was really no point of touching on like no race stuff, because it's like, I feel like everything would be just like evident and blatant and repetitive, and it's like, that's what the people who I invited here kind of probably was like nervous of, and it was like, there's no need for us to talk about that because everywhere else. So it's just now, it's like the why you think and what you think could be done better. You told me it's a multi-level issue. Since you was like past law enforcement, do you think if law enforcement was to let up, it would be more chaos?
It's a law enforcement issue, but it's also a legal issue. Like, a lot of these laws it's institutional racism. So they're taught to do certain things because they have to abide by those rules and those legislations and that code of conduct that they sworn to be in. So I think, okay, as an officer, I can use my discretion, right? I can use my discretion and not do something, but at the end of the day, I have somebody to answer to. And if my discretion goes against my policy, then I find myself in trouble. You understand? So that's why I said it's a multi-level issue. On the flip side of that, you have the news that we watch every day, and black faces are plastered all over the news as the aggressors, right? So the media does something to us psychologically.
But there you go. You see, that's what I said. Not the black thing. It's like multi-level. I think it's like it's more like specific than we think. Like, that's what I was going to him with, because it's like I was talking to him about his situation. I'm like, you think that you was in a different part of the area, part of the hood, it would have been different. Like, it would have been if you was in a different area? If you was in Jersey, it would have been different. You think if you had a hat on with your hair coming down out of it, it would have been better? You think if you was a female, it would have been a better situation? So I think it's not just racism. It's like I said, that's too like general, that's too blatant, and like for us to keep going there. I feel like it's more of a
human rights issue.
Yeah, this is where this area, this red area over here, this where people mostly be at. Because even if they're white, this is where the M&Ms are at. You feel me? That's where I feel like it's more of where you live at, and more of the age and what's going on in that area, and the crime rate in that area and all that. So that's what I feel like. Sometimes, most times, it's based off nowadays. Before we get to the race barrier, and that's what I was talking to you about, May, when I was asking you about your situation.
Right.
So, in your situation, how many cops?
Altogether, it was 32 officers.
In the building?
So they was going for a house warrant on the first floor, and instead of doing their job, they was worried about me and my moms. You know, so I don't want to get to the point where, like you were saying, you know, a race thing. I believe that if I was maybe light-skinned or a different race or something, you know, I don't think they would have just did as much damage to me, you know, if I was
Just different look.
Yeah, different look, you know what I mean? So they told me that they thought I was a drug dealer and my mom's was a crackhead. You know, so that was, you know, they thought like, oh, when they seen my mom was giving me money automatically, you know, instead of, you know, pushing us to the side and holding us there until everything is over, no, he want to rough us up, and it's just crazy. So yeah.
So 32 officers came in the building.
32 altogether for a house warrant.
If you can remember, like, were there any black officers there?
It was one black officer.
Were there any Hispanic officers there?
Two Spanish officers.
Heard you.
Yeah.
Any Indians?
Yeah. No. No.
Filipinos?
No.
Alright, just asking for, you know, statistics. Anyway, so you think if you was a female, it would have been different?
Not. I would say yeah, because that's a female. You know, all males coming in. Yeah, I don't think they would have went as hard as they did if it was a female and female. Yeah, I think they would have been eased off, you know.
Yeah, where did this happen at? Like, and what part of this, like, what street? Is Harlem?
I was in East Harlem.
East
I live on 104 East Harlem. I was in the lobby of my building.
So do you think if you was on, like, you was in Jersey, or you were on 86th Street in York Ave, you think this would have happened?
No.
No?
No.
Jersey City is crazy.
No. Jersey City is crazy. London, Elizabeth, the city, Newark. I'm out there, but I believe when I was out there, they only stopped me because I'm a new face.
In Jersey, I got stopped in Jersey just cause. I think maybe because I have New York, I don't know, that's right there, so I don't understand why, but I've been stopped in Jersey, so I think it would have been the same. I think it would have been the same thing. But I do feel like with you, if you were in a certain part of the city, it wouldn't have been that way. I also feel like if you looked a little different, it wouldn't be that way.
No.
No, he's a man.
Hold up. Y'all let me finish. I didn't say it wouldn't be that way. I thought it wouldn't.
Judging by appearance?
I'm saying it would. I feel like it would have been approached different. You would have got asked a question before you got touched first. Stuff like that. I'm not saying it would have been straight different. I do feel like you would have been approached differently if you wasn't in that building, though. I feel like if you wasn't on that part of Harlem, if you wasn't, it would have been at least 2 more. I'm not saying, oh, you wouldn't have got hit. They wouldn't assume this. Everything probably would have went the same way. I just do feel like it would have been, you know, a little bit different.
The same way. They would have been going to nobody's apartment trying to
Right. Like I said, say it again.
I don't think they would have broke 32.
Exactly. They want to bring 32, but I do feel like I could ask you, since you were part of law enforcement, I feel like certain situations they bring more cops and like needed.
Because that depends on the location, because the crimes are different in different locations.
Right.
So you have drug-ridden communities that like those black cops are gonna be at.
Wait.
Then you have, you know, different communities.
I'm
that
talking
drugs
about
not
if I'm stopped right here and another cop is just like, oh, what's going on? Let me stop here. Another cop. Let me stop here. Now all y'all pulling up to see what's going on. Like as if y'all about to all get the same arrest.
I do understand where you're coming from. Like, yes, you know, it's a power trip. It's like if you're fighting in school and somebody getting drunk, you want to go and kick somebody too. So even though you know you're not a part of that beef, that's not, you know.
So that's just That's just work. That's just work stuff.
The nature of the beast.
It was a J. Cole post, and they asked him to think of such thing as like good cops or bad cops, and he said that he don't feel like he can answer that question because it's like. What happened?
Because he was saying it's not a good job.
Yeah, he said it's like as far as the job, it's like you can't say I'm a good cop because you were part of a bad force, union, organization. But it was crazy because like I agree like totally. And how you
Me,
feel about
it was
that right
crazy.
now?
I used to like cops. I always wanted to be a cop. I studied law, went to Brandeis High School, graduated from Brandeis. You know, I was going to take it to John Jay. But in that incident in 2005, it made me not like cops after that, no more. And I know my rights. I went to school,
You don't like them at all after that?
At all. Can't stand it.
What if you meet like one that's a good one? That's a trick question.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm going to be meeting one, but
Right?
okay. Yeah.
What if you have a family member who say they want to be a cop, like a little cousin? What if your son say he want to be a cop?
Hey, go ahead. But there's, don't be a cop and,
Don't be that cop.
don't be that cop, Do it because it's a job which you love to do. Don't be the crooked cop. Yeah, I'll support it. Absolutely. Be a cop or a fireman or whatever you want. Yeah. But me personally, not no more. Because of what happened. It's sad though.
It's your utility at the end of the day as a person. The uniform is only on for 8 hours a day. At the end of the day, it's who raised you. Your parents raised you better than that, so you put forth that best foot forward. You understand?
One more question. If you get a good check to be a cop, like you hear they paying like, so I want you to be a cop, you want to be a cop?
No.
No? You?
No.
For a good check, no?
No. Sorry, I'm good.
Because now you're selling us all.
So,
In a different country? A different country?
No.
Different country. Different country.
No.
Different country, babies.
Yeah. Different country.
I don't think I'll become an actual police officer. I'll maybe do state trooper. Something like that, sit in the car, but I won't actually be like the cop and,
All right.
I'll do something like
Here's
highway
the fun fact
patrol.
about me.
But,
I don't want to deal with nothing a part of the city. MTA, traffic, the toll booth. I don't want to do none of that. None of that. Sit in the sanitation, they make great money. But because I feel like they're part of a big organization, like they're not cops.
Right.
Just because you're at the toll booth, that's a little bit too much for me. I don't want to be a part of none of that. And that's just a moral thing. I just morally don't F with them, and that's just me. At the end of the day, a lot of people are doing their job just for the money.
Burn the Lord.
Right.
A lot of people tolerate their job just for the money.
Right.
salary is
So what do they do?
20-something thousand. Yeah.
He just said a lot of people chase jobs that they shouldn't be doing. You gotta be happy and like that's a whole other segment, season 3. But
Summertime.
word. But the audience got questions. If you're gonna do the audience questions, and that's it for this police brutality episode. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Shout out to the
Thank
cop
you,
who
thank
stayed
you,
and coming,
Kyle.
yo. Question in the audience?
Yeah. We got 2. Start with Cola. She can hold on.
Basically, she was saying like once you sign up for a job, you're supposed to fit the description. Some people go to school and don't do their homework. Like it's something that we all know. It's like you gotta face reality. Be real with yourself. Every cop, every doctor, every pilot, they're not gonna be a good pilot. So you can sit here and say when you sign up for it, you're supposed to. But we gotta be real with ourselves. The second thing I was gonna say was it was like a train off what she was saying, like how you raise your kids. Because like me, I'm 26. Right now, it's like I'm more pro-black than I ever been. Because it's like, woo! Like right now, I'm reading Malcolm X autobiography. That shit is vulgar, right? You can't read it when you're younger, but it's a good ass book. Like, you feel me?
Well,
And it's
that's
like,
true.
you can say get involved, but I know everybody in this room want to be entrepreneurs. We want to travel, Miami, Spring. We want to do all that. So we're not really getting involved. We gotta raise these kids right. Teach them that. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that's in the media is not new. So you gotta teach these kids, raise them to be mad and like it's tired. It's a reoccurring thing. Like, it's not something that we're gonna change. Be honest. We're not gonna, not us. My best friend got a kid. My other close friend. You know what I'm saying? We all raising kids. I got nieces and nephews. That's my only thing I want to do.
I'll say the best way to deal with cops is when you approach them, you already know that they egotistical and they're approaching you with stereotypes. So they already look at you like a super predator. So the best way to deal with them is not to provoke them. They're very sensitive, especially if they used to be bullied in school, picked on. That's why they choose that profession. The thing about dealing with them is, just be calm, be peaceful. Just act like you know what you're talking about, like you got some sense. Because if you act like you on ignorant time, on a nigger time, then that's when they gonna get belligerent with you.
Alright,
It's black cops too.
Now it's all cops. We got one more question, that's it. What's up, Paul? I'm always from Brooklyn.
Yo, first of all, everything is situational. Example, if somebody come in and rob the joint right now, who we calling first? Our homeboys?
No.
Who we calling?
We calling them.
We calling 911. So don't make so much bad on the police department. You calling 911. If you in a car accident, the first people that come is who? You're not calling your homeboy like, yo, I got a car accident. No, you calling the police to figure everything out. So don't make everything so negative. For you, your situation, imagine you was the person they was looking for and you got away. You feel me? You was just in a wrong situation at a wrong time, you feel me?
Right.
Not saying you was wrong, I understand your situation, but everything is a situation. You feel me? I got pulled over.
But let me just say, but if you also gotta do your job. You gotta know your job also.
I'm securing the premises.
Go ahead.
What if you had a gun on you?
Right.
What if your mom, no disrespect, what if your mom's had drugs or whatever, and they let y'all go?
So the way they performed was the wrong way how they went by it. So it's also them also, you know what I mean? So it goes both ways.
My point is, it's situational. It's just a situation that you're in.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Two, I got pulled over. I had my seatbelt on, right? But this part was on, but this part you couldn't see. I still had my seatbelt on, but the cop is saying, yo,
you didn't.
You didn't. You feel me? So this shit right here, this means everything has two sides to it. So you gotta open up your mindset like, yo, this is one way and this is the other. You can't just jump like, yo, I'm fuck the police. Because if some shit happened, you're gonna need them one day. And then back to the sister right here, my last point, it's up to you to instill in them what they gotta be. You is the example. You feel me? You raise up a good dude, a strong man, he become a cop, he ain't gonna stray to being the stereotype of the cops out right now. He gonna be like, you know what? My dad told me this. My dad told me that.
Be great. You be getting killed and you're not even a bad person.
Where you get that from? From what? From what? The media.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably don't have no idea what kind of person that kid was.
Yeah, but if you're looking at somebody that has
So you saying
Alright, shout out to my panel. You know, thank y'all for pulling up. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my audience. Paul, you made a good point as far as who you calling the first sound of emergency. And you're right. Everybody know me, my DJ, to hold me down for a season and a half. Woo! Give everybody your Instagram name, let them know how they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook. That's DJ Big Main, and that's it. DJ Big Main. Hit me up for all parties, occasions, and whatever. Just hit me up.
D, thank you for pulling up. Let everybody know, like, they're gonna see your page and all that, you know. Let them know what you do, how popular you are, and how nice you are with your fingers. Everybody like, what? Like she do hair.
Thank you for having me. My name is Dee. You can find me on Instagram at Urban King. I'm a natural hairstylist.
Oh, that's Urban King.
Come on. Oh, you guys know that's Urban King.
Yeah, that's Urban King.
Go to her page and y'all gonna see, y'all see what's up, alright? Thank you for pulling up. And commercials, stay tuned for the commercial break.
Hello everyone, I'm Alejandra Hernandez, Security Instructor and Chief Executive Officer of Concrete Solutions NYC. In business, the saying goes, time is money. However, in security, time is lives. Would you know how to respond in an emergency such as an active shooter event? As a result of the work I do, aspiring and current security professionals will learn the skills required to become a New York State security officer. Train their 360 awareness and attain practical strategies to ensure they are able to react effectively in times of distress. Question is, are you ready? If you know anyone interested in this type of training, visit concretesolutions.nyc for more information. Stay up to date by following Concrete Solutions_NYC on Instagram and Facebook. Our security is your safety.
You ever had sex on the beach, blunt lit, tight bent with the sand on your feet? Mad money, low nigga like a scam at me. Said I need a fix, so you put a scam at me. He wanna take me down, give him good sex, so he wanna thank me now. Don't wanna be his wife, he might hate me now. I just wanna have fun, I ain't looking for no man now. Old school was raised with some manners. We could do faster, old plates and manners. This monkey make him go bananas. Please hold my hand, let go bananas. Cause you ain't gotta fight no more. Sit back and lay high just like that road. Head so good, he say he wanna wife my jaw. Put him to sleep, do it again, do my tone. That's in the morning, sex never boring. Say he tryna cuff me, like I got a warrant. But I don't wanna commit, I'm only 21, I ain't mad young. And I ain't never trust a nigga, this is my last one, so we could just vibe out. Go out, take time out, rent a car, ride out. Book a trip, let's fly out. Back shots, put my mind out, stay there and hide out. Run away from the world with you. You wanna make me a girl to you, and low key I'm with it. But it's hard for you to stay committed, cause you still a player, no pun intended. It's like, I know you got a good heart, mad fun from the jump, that's a good start. Watch movies and we fuck through the good parts. Get bread together, eat my bunny, that's good start. Yum yum, and this pussy go dumb dumb. Beat it up like a drum drum, get it like a chum chum. I know you don't want like no laws, cause I'm easy to get with it, more force. Leaking through the she knows that I got more sauce. Don't be style all force, pulling hard horse stores, all boss rap. She full of elites, it's deep shit. Ain't nothing like a girl with freak shit, but I need some TLC, no creep shit. Sometimes I peep shit, but I don't say much, I leave it. I take her love, but sometimes I need it. I take her love, but sometimes I need it. Let's move like a sea with no breeze. You swim my heart, now I got no sleeves. Let's do by 10 drawn from the police. Lock hearts, but sex and love so free. Let's move like the sea with no breeze. You swim my heart, now I got no sleeves. Let's do by 10 drawn from the police. Lock hearts, but sex and love so free. You never had sex with a love in it, just a tongue and a glove in it. The sex is good as fuck, I swear I don't wanna give you up, cause you know my spots. A couple whack niggas owe me top, but you paid the door for you owe me guap. So I fuck with you, I'm stuck with you like Siamese. Good girl, but I'm more like Bonnie's and you climb. Start to play from inside, but I don't wanna tell them no shit, I hold inside. Cause I don't wanna destroy what we got. You work hard, employ my old boy, get hip hop, he stop. You pick me up from a weak spot, now you both deep, don't call it a cheap shot. Now I'm feeling like I want some. My ex nigga started calling like I want some, banged it. Let's move like the sea with no breeze. You spin my heart, now I got no sleeves. Let's do by take draw from the police. Lock hearts, but sex and love so free. Let's move like the sea with no breeze. You spin my heart, now I got no sleeves. Let's do by take draw from the police. Lock hearts, but sex and love so free.
I'm just gonna tell you, kick back now. Kick back, kick back. That was lit. Audience, hold it down.
That was amazing.
Oh, yeah, Sex Love So Free. That song was lit, y'all agree? Alright, so what inspired Sex Love So Free?
So basically, the way I write music, honestly, like I get inspiration from anything. Like I was in my bed one day, and I think I wanted to write a new song, and I was just like, I had writer's block. So, you know, I'm just laying down, looking out the window. It was mad sunny. And I was bayless. That's crazy. Now, actually, I had a little joint that I was talking to. But it was going good. Like, I didn't want to be his girl, and I didn't want him to be my man. So I'm like, you know what? This is perfect. Let's make some tropical joint, you know, and we would have no attachment. Like, but at the end of the day, it's like you still get an attachment. Like, you still love the person, but still, let's do it free.
You got a man? Yeah, you know?
No, I'm single.
Everybody know your name. Where you from?
My name is Jasmine. I'm from Harlem.
Yeah.
Oh, my Instagram is.
That's usually at the end. Look, get ready. Go ahead,
Jasmine, J-A-Z-L.
We want to follow you. What's your
and an N. Like Jasmine.
Speaking of Instagram, so you post this tab on your Instagram.
Yes. Get into this.
Get into this.
She put a sound down.
You a Twilight fan?
No.
You like what's going on?
So basically, it's just like, you know, my dad, like growing up, he just always called me a wolf. So, and then it's like, now that I'm getting older, situations that I get into and then I get out of, it's a blessing. But they always say you put a wolf in a trap, it will bite its own leg off just to survive. And that's me.
Early. And that's sweet. Lit. That's what I said. Damn. Dope bros. All right. I don't really know how much to ask you. I just, like I said, I heard you.
More dancing.
I want to hear more. And it's like, yo, all right, I'm just let everybody know, you got some music out that's not even out yet.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Real talk. Honestly, it's like, whatever you do, like I tell you this now, you really gotta believe in yourself. Like it's just that I'm coming from a kind of place where like the confidence is really not there. Like people will see me like you so pretty, you so this, you fired. If I don't believe it, that shit not hitting. Like it's not hitting at all. So I'm really like in this thing where I'm really just trying to love myself. Like you really need to get out of all that. Cause you that's the whole thing. Yeah, that's why like I did this. I'm just trying to like and one more thing. I'm actually 22 now. That's old. The song that says I'm 21. I wrote that when I was 21. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
1 year later.
1 year later.
Give me like a little Kim new school vibe, like Kim, like just if she was this age, this time.
That was her jump on. What did you play? It was like some jump on.
You heard? Like, I feel like you got whatever shell you say you in, whatever's going on, get out of it. You know, because you heard. Yes, that's all your people's in the front. Shout out to them. Yeah, all that. Yeah, shout out to the day ones in the front. Shout out to the day ones on the side. This next song is called Rain Down.
What's the Instagram name?
JAZLE, well, 8 E's and an N. Yeah, like
8 E's.
My Instagram name is JAZL, 8 E's, 8 E's and an N. So it's Jasleen. Like
like you know, like Byron. Rain Down. I like this song too.
Right. I feel like I like it too.
I know I said that we should take it slow and I never wanna come through, but I done heard things and I'm curious, so I wanna see if it's true. Can't make it right now. I know I said that we should take it slow and I never wanna come through, but I done heard things and I'm curious and I wanna see if it's true. I heard you get it wet like tsunami, that's Kalani, been surfing that wave since long. TLC said don't chase waterfall, but I wanna see how the waterfall. Do a trip, or do a gush, or do a rush down like a faucet when it's leaking. Do it wetter, then twist it really mean. Is it hot or cold water like Justin Bieber? I ain't feeding it. Is it therapy making you insane? Or insane that'll make you say, but can you stay in the rain? That's no behalf of no addition. You wanna breed me, trying to add a new addition. That's no addition. You been times that news work when a girl reach the usher climax. I heard it's like the sea when you hit it. Pull it up, get it, really when you hit it. Play songs when you wanna dive in. Touching the beach, getting dick on the island. Vacation, raindrops like me was playing on the station. Eat me up on a reservation. Don't be scared, no hesitation. But keep it up, I ain't getting impatient. I've been waiting like Janae to ride your deep like a jet ski. 2 on 1, break some Tanashi. Mad cause you real, no hibachi. Rain on me, that's O3 Ashanti. You always turn me down when you leave. Good dick, have me tied down when you leave. Can't tight up the sex, it's not that deep, but I love it, cause I have mad money. Can't make it rain down. Can't make it rain down. Can't make it rain down. I know I said that we should take it slow and I never wanna come through, but I done heard things and I'm curious, so I wanna see if it's true. Can't make it rain down. 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 I know I said that we should take it slow and I never wanna come through, but I done heard things and I'm curious, so I wanna see if it's true. Okay.
Listen. So y'all know how at the end usually that's it, like that would be all you saw, but it's like it's the last show, so that's not what's going on. But yo, y'all like that song? Yeah! Encore! Alright, I'm just gonna say my favorite part of that song. Read when you hit it. Alright, anyway, you kick back on the couch. You kick back. Yo, what is the one? Yo, Cola, pull up real quick. I feel like female rappers always get more props now that it's getting more like, you know, out there. I wanted to see what we could do with just people on the couch. It's a kickback. HighImDorii, HighImDorii, no Y. On every social media website at HighImDorii, HighImDorii. Season finale, girl. Alright, okay.
Switch up the Kimbo. I know that life moves too quick for you sometimes. You should pull up to the kickback, smoke one with me one time. Let me switch up the tempo. Let me switch up the Kimbo. Let me switch up the tempo. I wanna switch up the tempo. Can I switch up the tempo? Switch up the tempo. Can I switch up the tempo? Switch up the Kimbo.
I bet you can't prove it. You can't get a text from a map unless you school me. But it's not stupid, no it's not stupid. Only my friends, nigga, you was just a groupie. I ain't too crack on your bitches like a roofie. I you a nigga only fucking with you boozy. I'm cold like a touch, cause I'm hot like your shoes. I'm a little life, I'm rolling like a movie. A dog you a goofy, a dog you a shoe. Never seen a pussy had a whip like a hoopy. So I breathe over my room like a boomy. Hate my fuck, feeling like Chuck make a jewelry. Top of my ass, I ain't talking about a student. I'm talking to the brain and have a nigga go and move. Bustin' like a country, carry guns like a goonie. Everything is pretty like a cutie. I could be a wife or a floozy, depending how you do me. But you better have the biggie on you cause I'm juicy. Unless I'm with my sex, I'm talking about some juices, nigga.
for the culture. We're ready to go. Season 3, summertime. We see walk.
It don't matter. Jasmine, tell them all how they do.
To the kickback, smoke one with me one time.